Hi, Facebook family. How are you all doing? It is a new week and it is a beautiful one at that. It is sunny, cold but sunny. I will take the sun anytime, any day. So I hope you're all blessed and living it up. So, happy Monday again. It is another time for us to explore further the subject we have been exploring for the past 4 weeks, which is self care and self love. We have covered some ground on that subject of self love and self care. And last week specifically, we did focus our attention on stress management, how we handle the stress that is thrown at us, that life throws at us. And we did focus our attention on how to respond to stressors, especially when those stressors come from the people or from sources that we love, we care about, or even from our work and other places that we generally stress in general, how we should respond, how we should modulate our response to stress so we don't fall in the trap of whining and complaining and just putting ourselves in that place of misery. And then one comment actually just got me thinking on a different level, which I want to share for this week. From one and only Mama Mary Camara. I'll read an excerpt of the comment she made on the video last week on how to modulate responses to stress. And in part, it says, well, what brings much stress sometimes is our ego. We want to prove our capabilities or who we are. Does that sound familiar? That is so true. And that is why this week I want us to focus our attention on ego check. Check your ego. Let me check my ego. Like Mama said in that comment, many times we find ourselves doing things that when we take some time to reflect, we were doing those things to prove a point, because this person said this or that, or because I want to live to impress society, or because everyone else is doing it, why not me? Putting yourself in unnecessary or under unnecessary pressure and losing sleep. And sometimes you find yourself even arguing with your loved ones because you want to get XYZ. Listen, there is this adage that we should cut our coats according to our sizes. So wrong. Because sometimes you could be petite, but you have excess material. In that case, hey, go for it. At other times, you can only have a yard or two of the material, but the style that is en vogue, the style that is in fashion, the style that everybody wants requires 5 yards, which you cannot afford if you don't put yourself under enormous stress. Please count the cost before you embark on any project. Count the cost before you try to follow the trends. Count the cost before you try to drive that 2023, 2024, 2020, whatever model of car. Count the cost before you go trying to build that mansion just because your friends are doing it. Just because everyone else around you is doing it does not mean you should do it. Don't put yourself under that stress. Don't put yourself under those very unfavorable conditions. Don't try to bend over to fit society or to please people or to put up a certain image. Yeah, sometimes it's society, your friends, your family. They're saying a whole you. Look at the kind of car you drive. A whole you. Look at the area you live in. A whole you. Look at you don't wear designer clothes, designer perfumes, designer shoes. You don't have designer XYZ. A whole you. And that a whole you causes you to think and get yourself in debt, get yourself under pressure, get yourself all worked up. Listen, if you keep bending to a hold you, before long, you will reach your elastic limit and you will snap. When you snap, you will snap into so many pieces that a whole you will become shreds. And listen, the same people that used to say a whole you, that pushed you to that point where you wanted to prove or to fit in a whole you box, when you snap and break into pieces, the same people will laugh at you. The same people would say, hey, look at her, look at him. Oh, he wanted to impress society. He wanted to live a life that was not his because you yielded to a whole you. So listen, don't try to impress anybody. Live within your means. It doesn't matter what who says, in as much as you are living right for you and you are living right before God. It doesn't matter what any other person says. Don't bend, because eventually you will snap. Check your ego. Why you go for the things you go for. Check your ego. Why you do the things you do. You take the steps you take. Just check your ego this way. Before you make any step, ask yourself, why am I taking this step? Is it necessary? Just take the time and ask yourself that question. With every decision, with every step you take this week, ask yourself, what is the motive? Why am I doing it? What will I achieve by doing this? Who is this going to benefit? Just ask yourself that question. Take the time to think about the pros and the cons of the things you're about to engage yourself in this week. And make sure that whatever step you take, you are comfortable with it. And you are at peace, knowing that you're not hurting anybody else, you're not hurting yourself, and you are living right with God. So don't let a whole you push you to the wall. I hope this helps us this week as we go about our businesses. Take care of yourself, but again, take a look at your ego. Carry your ego check meter with you every step of the way. Be blessed until we get together again soon. Bye-bye.